Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Asynctask is a class in Android that allows you to perform background operations and publish results on the UI thread without having to manipulate threads and handlers directly. However, it's worth noting that asynctask has been deprecated in Android 11, API level 30, and for new applications or when updating code, you should consider alternatives like executors, handlerthread, or workmanager. Nonetheless, here's an overview of asynctask, its structure, and an example. Hashtag structure of asynctask. Asynctask works with three generic types. Params, the type of the input parameters sent to the task upon execution. Progress, the type of the progress units published during the background computation. Result, the type of the result of the background computation. Hashtag lifecycle of asynctask. 1. On pre-execute, runs on the UI thread before the task begins. You can perform setup operations here, like showing a progress bar. 2. Do in background, params, runs on a background thread. This is where you perform the heavy operations, like network calls or database access. 3. On progress update, progress, values, runs on the UI thread. You can use this to update the UI with progress updates. 4. On post execute, result, runs on the UI thread after the task is completed. You can use this to update the UI with the result. Hashtag example of asynctask. Here's a simple example demonstrating how to use asynctask to perform a network operation in the background and update the UI with the result. Step 1. Create a new Android project. Step 2. Add necessary permissions in Android manifest.xml for internet access. Step 3. Create a new async task. Step 4. Layout file, activity_main.xml. Hashtag explanation of the code. Main activity, this is the main activity that initializes the text view and starts the async task. Download task, this async task takes a URL as input, performs an HTTP GET request in the doInBackground method, and updates the UI with the result in onPost execute. Permissions, make sure the app has permission to access the internet. Hashtag note. As previously mentioned, asynctask is deprecated in Android 11. For modern Android development, consider using Kotlin coroutines, for more advanced and flexible asynchronous programming. Executors, for managing background threads. Workmanager, for deferrable and guaranteed background work. For new projects, it's recommended to transition towards these modern approaches for better performance and maintainability.